So when you get a front tire flat, you want to release the brake, release the skewer, pull off the front wheel. You can actually let the bike sit, front tire, just like this. Fix your flat, and then when you're done, you want to do the opposite. Set the wheel in the fork. Tighten up the skewer. Make sure that the skewer is halfway in tight. About right here, then clamp it in. Set your brake, then you're off to go. So as you see, we have a rear flat. We're going to fix the flat on this, and it's a lot easier to do the front, but I think that if we cover the rear, the front will be a lot easier. So the first thing you want to do is release the brake. Make sure you're in the smallest cog, so you're going to shift into the highest gear. You're going to release the rear skewer, push the wheel out, set the bike down, and then we're going to go and concentrate on fixing the flat. So here's our flat. Tools we're going to need are a tire iron to remove the tire, a patch kit, or if you choose, you can actually have, and this is a lot quicker, is to have a spare tube. And these can easily be put in a small bag behind the seat. So the first thing we're going to do is locate the stem. Put the stem down. We're going to work opposite the stem. So we're going to work on this side. And what you want to do is put the tire iron in, lift up the bead, and hold it out. Compress it with your palm. Then what you want to do is work around the tire and try to pull it off a little at a time. Once you get two sections of it, you can actually just run this around. You can see you can easily pull the tire off. Once you get half the tire off, put the stem on the ground, reach inside, pull the tube. When you pull the tube out, you can turn this around, pull the tube off, and you're done. You actually have the tube out. You want to make sure you separate it, put it on the ground. Now what I usually do is I'll run my fingers around the inside just to make sure that there's no sharp glass or thorns. Next you want to open up your tube, and what I like to do is actually just get some air into the tube by blowing into the stem. That way it holds its shape. First, you want to find the stem, put it into the rim, hole in the rim, and insert it like this. Next, what I like to do is just place the tube around and fit it into the tire. Remember, half of the tire is still connected into the tire bead. Then, starting at the stem, insert the tire and work your way around, making sure that the tube stays in. You don't need your tire irons to assemble this. If you do, you cause a chance of actually puncturing. Alright, so using my floor pump, what I need to do is connect it onto the stem. And basically, as I inflate air, I want to watch to make sure that the tire is actually seated into the bead. Inflate it. Probably need 100 psi, which is indicated here on the gauge. Once that's in, pop off the valve, tighten up the valve, stem, the Presta. Alright, so now the tire is filled. So now we're just going to assemble, place the chain on the smallest cog, make sure that the brakes are lying through the wheel, just drop the wheel into the dropout, tighten up the skewer, make sure your chain is aligned, and most importantly, don't forget, you need to reconnect your brake. And that's it.